And Noelle has finally proved to everyone that she is superior to her family with this chapter. And, you know, okay, let's just get on some ground rules here, you know, like, you can't just magically just appear your magic inside of the opponents, because I'm pretty sure that's OP. Like, imagine that as you go, I'm gonna cast a magic spell. No, I'm just gonna make a tornado inside of you. The guy would be ripped apart in seconds. Like, just think about that. And even as well, like, I'm gonna admit as well, like, while I way enjoy, like, what we had on, like, Noelle's side with her fight and all that, I've got to say, if anything, like, Yuno's opponent pretty weak for his reasons, because it was more like I'm not the favorite boy anymore, like, you know, no master and all that. I still out there like vengeance, like, oh, he was like the one that saved me, and it's like he like even going by this logic, he's once like you know, he's a commoner, but he's a, you know, how can you do this? And he's talking about, you know, strategy, and like, and he said there's no favoritism, and he's like, he's called him by his name 5 times today. 5 times. I don't even do that. I'm like, dude, like, calm down. Like, how? And you see this guy having a nervous breakdown over this. He's like, do you need a glass of water? Do you need something? Do you need medical attention? I'm gonna need to go and get you something, because that's what it is. And funny enough, like, their like partner as well, who I thought was practically just gonna do nothing throughout the entirety of like these chapters, we got to see him do something where he was actually like his whole support thing, where it's like, one, he actually stopped the one guy that was chasing Noelle to try and like back up, like, you know, Noelle's brother, and he's actually, his whole thing is like mushroom magic, so he can use it as like a giant weight, he can use it as like to run around, he can use it as a communication device, and I'm like, to be fair, like, the face one looks weird because he had like a Kenshiro's face on it. To be fair, it looked like Fist of the North Star or like some Golgo 13 kind of looking face. It was like a serious like manly man face of like a mushroom. I can't believe I'm having that conversation right now. And he's like, you know, like Solido's like statements for and all that. You know, you are nothing. You know, like compared to your brother and all that. You know, even as well. You know, that's not how a brother acts. I'm a brother myself. You know, I have sisters. I have all this. It's like, trust me and all that. You can crush him and all that and prove them what, you know, what true family is. And Noelle finally sticking to her guns at this point, even after getting like straight up attacked, like what we got with Solido. He just immediately attacked her without any warning at all, and he's like, I'm through needing to be acknowledged by you, because I've been acknowledged by people who are far superior and far like more worth like being in my time. And like the fact that he is losing it, like Solido is just like letting this get to him, like making his water serpent come out, and is like, no, I've had enough of this. And the fact that she's like being completely outclassed, like Solido's like, yeah, I've got this little serpent, and then we see Noelle summon the sea dragon, like just immediately annihilating Solido. It was just nothing. And it's like, and with that though, we finally, like, if anything, it was like we've finally gone through all of the first round. And I will say, if anything and all that, like, I would have loved a little bit more time, like, if anything and all that, I would have loved a little bit more time with, like, Solido and Noelle, because it's just felt like, you know, it's like a couple attacks and then that was it. Like, she's just immediately surpassed her brother. And I would have loved if there was a little bit more time dedicated to this. I would have preferred, like, maybe another chapter or so, or even say, like, for, like, even because it wasn't even the full chapter, like, some of it was dealt with, like, Noelle's, like, opponent, who, to be fair, would, like, he wasn't anything special like that. Yeah, he was strong and they had that armor knight thing, but just, you know, like, again, being proven that he's broken as anything. Like, this guy cannot be contended with. The fact that he's got an ancient sylph with him and this insane amount of, like, a magical energy where he can, like, conjure up, like, inside of beings, inside, like, without, like, he can fly, he can do anything. Like, the concept of wind, to, you know, he's pretty much, from where it looks like, he's mastered it, or even to the point of mastering something close to this, because he can use different kind of, like, and that's one of the things, when you have a general basis of, like, an element, it isn't just fire. It, like, you know, like, it's like, oh, I can make this little thing with the mushroom. If you have just a core element and just focus on it, and it's like, what can I do with like water, what can I do with air, like condensate, like you can stop people from breathing, you can use it as a defense shield, and some of the characters are finally realizing that. Especially we saw Noelle and all that, she had the technique and well, she couldn't really do anything with it at first because you couldn't control her, and this finally showed she has full control over the Sea Dragon and completely overpowered her brother, like just like all the way through and all that. It wasn't even a contest. So overall and all that, like I definitely like, I feel like Noelle got a lot from this chapter. She's finally out of like her family's like she got kind of shadow, and I want to see now what is the family's reaction now that Solid a lot. Is he going to be like abandoned and it's like I finally understand? Is it going to be like they're going to be like, oh god, you can't beat this and all that, we need to, you know, step up our games? Or will they try and acknowledge her and she's just going to like reject them, saying no, you rejected me for so many years and all that because of what happened to like their mother? And it's like no. So I feel like it's going to take a very long time before like Noelle is completely acknowledged by like her other sister and her elder brother as well, Nozzle. So we still got a ways to go and all that, but I will say I loved everything and all that what we got to see with Noelle. Honestly, I didn't mind the mushroom guy. I thought he was just going to be nothing and all that, and like turned out he actually had like a little funny like magic and all that. I will say Yuno's fight was the weakest because he pretty much just beat up a fanboy. That's all it was and all that. It was just a Vengeance fanboy, and he's like, I love you, Vengeance, like you. But the fact's like, his reasoning is almost as stupid as I would like to say the Broly movies, where it's like, oh, like Goku was crying about so he was upset because he's calling Vengeance by his name. Not once, not twice, 5 times. Like, I can't do that, and the guy's having a nervous breakdown because of it. Like, it's such a stupid reason to like lose that. If they're like, even the fact there was like jealousy as well, like you don't. It's just the fact that was the tipping point for you. That was the tip, not the fact that like all his birth or any of that stuff. No, he called Vengeance by his name 5 times. This is the world we're living in. I guess political madness and all that is getting crazy, even in manga as well. So we're going to be ending off today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. That's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.